Welcome to our presentation on data-driven maintenance, understanding the metrics. Today, we'll explore how to make better decisions using data-driven approaches to your maintenance department. The information in this course are excerpts from the TPM Playbook by Chris Ortiz. Let's begin. Our goal is to understand the metrics that drive effective maintenance strategies. By setting clear goals, we can ensure your maintenance efforts are both efficient and effective. Let's take a look at our agenda for today. We'll cover key maintenance metrics, how to track them, and the impact they have on our operations. After this course, you will be able to identify the key metrics that make sense for your department. Feel free to pause, go back, and resume as needed. Having metrics act as a scorecard for the department. They are in place to measure performance on equipment as well as the maintenance staff themselves. It is best to select metrics that are worth tracking and reporting in a given year. You may decide to change your metrics the next year based on need. There are a variety to pick from and they will vary somewhat from one plant to another. For instance, you may decide one year that uptime is the most critical and then decide the next that number of failures is better a reflection of equipment performance. The metrics you pick should also be a catalyst for constructive conversations and decisions. Look at the metrics in front of you. See which ones will be the best for your department and company. Uptime is the most popular, but I have seen facilities prefer the number of failures or downtime hours. It depends on your unique needs and circumstances. We'll also consider metrics like mean time before failure, mean time to recovery, and the cost to maintain. These metrics help us predict and manage downtime occurrences, repair times, and give visibility on potential issues on the horizon. Here is an example of how to calculate uptime. It measures the total available time for equipment to operate versus the time machines are down for repairs. It is taking into account all the equipment in the plant and its available time. For example, if we have 84 available hours and 79 uptime hours, our uptime is 94%. Here's an example of monthly uptime. By tracking available hours per shift and total uptime, we can calculate our monthly uptime percentage. This helps us identify trends and areas for improvement. Having an overall view of each month can be useful when trying to catch trends over time. Although equipment metrics are important, tracking inventory costs is equally needed when measuring overall department performance. So, let's shift our focus to tracking inventory costs and see which costs should be managed regularly. Inventory costs can be broken down into 4 categories: replenished parts, replenished supplies, one-time repairs, and special projects. For this course, we will focus on replenished parts and supplies. Replenished parts are those used most often, typically for preventative maintenance. These parts make up the majority of your on-hand inventory and should be managed to reduce costs. Replenished supplies include consumables like grease, zip ties, and gloves. Their costs can vary, so it's important to monitor them. Once you have your equipment metrics and inventory costs established, you can start setting goals and establish the proper way to report them. So let's discuss how to create targets for each metric and the importance of regular reporting. Creating targets for each metric can be done annually, quarterly, or monthly. These targets should be achievable but challenging, with action plans to meet each one. As an example, you can set an annual goal of hitting 90% uptime, while setting quarterly goals for inventory like a 10% reduction in cost. Regular reporting helps compare actual performance to desired goals. Weekly and monthly meetings allow you to track trends, discuss reasons for deviations, and take necessary actions. Here's a one-year snapshot of a maintenance department's metrics and goals. By comparing actual performance to goals, we can identify areas for improvement and celebrate successes. In this example, the company is tracking uptime, unplanned maintenance hours, the number of call-ins, and mean time before failure. Here, we see an end-of-year report of inventory expenditures. The annual inventory goal was $342,000. Some months were under the target and some were over. But in the end, the department was under their goal by $62,364. Congratulations on completing the course. We hope you found the information valuable and are ready to apply these concepts to your maintenance strategies. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more valuable content. Visit our website for additional resources and information.